Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Kat. Alrighty, so just a heads up, I've been having to film through my phone recently because my camera broke. So if you notice any weird lighting or like weird angles, it's because everything is being done on my phone right now. Anyways, I wanted to film my favorite and least favorite books of 2023. I know I'm kind of past due because we are now in mid-January, but for me, I like to usually film my year's favorite, least favorite books a little after the year has ended, so that's why I'm filming this in mid-January. So I'm going to keep this short only because I've done like more full reviews of these books in my previous videos, so if you want to see more full summaries and reviews, you can check out any of my recent read videos. They'll be there. But on that, let's get started. So it's going to be my 5 least favorite and 5 favorite books of 2023. I'm going to start off with my 5 least favorite books of 2023. I do want to preface that these are my opinions. They were not influenced by anybody, and they are not to influence anyone else's opinions either. Starting with The Lightest Object in the Universe, this is by Kimi Aiseal. This book, I gave it a 1-star rating, and I believe this is the only book so far I've given a 1-star rating to. Nothing happens in this book, honestly. I wouldn't even bother recommending or reading this book unless you want to, but really there's no plot, the characters are very lackluster, so this book was not a favorite at all. Then I have The Witch Haven. This is by Sasha Payton Smith. I gave this book a 2.0 star rating. This book was very boring, very dry, and the main character was very boring, and I just could not get behind her being a powerful witch. It just didn't add up to the way she was characterized in this book. But overall, it was just a very dry, boring, slow book. And then I have The Oceanography of the Moon by Glendy Vandra. This book got a 2.5 star rating from me, and I'm really sad to even give this book that rating because it's a Glendy Vandra book, and I had high hopes that it was going to be a favorite of the year. Unfortunately, it was the least favorite of the year. The characters were nonsensical. I did not find the plot or the structure of this book entertaining. I did love Glendy's writing style. I do have to give credit for that, but other than that, the book was not interesting for me at all. And then I have Vampires' Hearts and Other Dead Things by Margie Fuston. This book has a 2.0 star rating from me. It was another book that was very frustrating to read, mainly due to the main character. The plot was very childish and not that interesting. It had an interesting concept, and I truly believe it could have gone somewhere if it was executed a little bit better, but it didn't go anywhere, and the main character was very insufferable. So definitely not a favorite of the year, and I do have a full video where I just rant and rant and rant about the book and the main character. So if you want to check that out, feel free. This is going to be a little bit surprising, but I also have Some Shall Break by Ellie Marney on this list. I did give this book a 4.0 star rating. A lot of it is because the ending of the book was the only interesting part and honestly the saving grace of this book. I kind of almost want to change my rating and kind of give it a lower star rating, maybe a 3.5 actually. Upon further reflection, I didn't have the best and most enjoyable time reading this book. This is book 2 in the None Shall Sleep series. The first book was, I would say, a bit more interesting, and it really did lay down the foundation of the storyline. I feel like in the second book, the main character became even more insufferable, more annoying, so I don't know what happened. I don't know why in the second book the main character became more annoying, but she did. And so this, unfortunately, I see it as a least favorite of the year. Alright, so now I'm going to go into my 5 most favorite books of 2023. We're going to start off with the Mindfuck series. This is by S.T. Abby. The Mindfuck series I made a whole reading vlog about. This book has my heart, and it has a 5-star rating too. I did not know, and I recently found out that S.T. Abby, the author of this book, she has passed away a couple years ago. I did not know that until recently, so when I did make my reading vlog of this book, if I said anything that was insensitive, then please forgive me because I did not know that she has passed away. But honestly, she wrote an amazing book series. This was such a ride. This is a bind-up of the 5 novellas, I believe. This was one of the most amazing book series I have ever read. It was hard to read because there was a lot of triggering parts, but it really was an amazing, amazing story with such amazing characters, fleshed out characters. So I had such a fun time with this, and I'm so happy that I read this. Even with some of the triggering scenes, I'm really happy that I got a chance to read this magnificent piece of art. A recent favorite series I have here is the Skullduggery Pleasant series. This is by Derek Landy. I am here holding the first book, but I read the first 4 books last year in 2023. I gave the first 3 books a 4.0 star rating and the 4th book a 4.5 star rating. This series is so fun. It is so fun and entertaining. And if you're looking for just a series to read that will make you laugh, that will excite you, that will make you feel like a child again reading a book, then this is the series to pick up. I had such an amazing time reading this, and the characters are so fun and so witty. And if you love just witty, sarcastic characters, then you're going to find it in the series. So this definitely was one of the best series I've read last year, and I'm so excited to continue it this year. Then I have Slewfoot, and this is by Brom. This is my first book by Brom, and I'm so happy that I read this book. I gave it a 5-star rating. This is such a great autumnal read. So if you're looking for a fall book to read, if you're looking for an immersive fall book to read that's very atmospheric, then I would definitely give this book a try. It's such an amazing book, and I actually read this during the fall time, so I felt like I was very much immersed into this atmosphere. But this book was great, the storyline was great, and the characters were so fun, and I'm excited to read more by this author too. And then I have The Wicked Deep. This is by Shea Ernshaw. I gave this book a 4.5 star rating. I truly enjoyed this book so much, and I really enjoyed this author's writing. I feel like it was very immersive and very atmospheric, and I just love how emotional and deep the characters were too, and the storyline was very interesting as well. So I really enjoyed the writing in this book quite a bit, but also I did enjoy the chemistry between the 2 characters. I thought it was really cute and lovely to read, and the ending was quite a ride. So this was definitely a fun book to read, and I'm definitely looking forward to reading more by Shea Ernshaw too. Last but not least, I have Just Listen, and this is by Sarah Dessen. So I'm very late on the Sarah Dessen bandwagon. She is a classic YA author. This book was fantastic, 4.5 star rating. This book felt very personal to me. There were a lot of things in this book that I could relate to, and so it just felt very personal. And nonetheless, I had a really good time reading this. I feel like it was very deep, very emotional. The characters were very fleshed out and well described, and I love how the author took on some of these heavy topics discussed in this book. And I love how the author also talked about the importance of owning your voice and speaking up about trauma and events that have happened in your life. And although it's very difficult, it's very important that we own our experiences. That is what will make us stronger. So yes, this is a great book, and I'm really happy that I picked up this book, and I'm actually excited to continue reading more of Sarah Dessen. Alrighty guys, so that is the end of my video. Let me know what your guys' favorite and least favorite books of 2023 were, and let me know what you're reading now as well. I would love to know. And that, hopefully you guys are having a wonderful rest of your day, or night, or afternoon, or evening, wherever you are, whatever you're doing. Take care of yourself, be safe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.